Hey guys. Unfreaking believable, I'm here. Can you guys hear me? And why is my face so damn shiny? What in the actual... You see how shiny my face is? What is going on with me?
Relax, sit back. Hi everybody.
Mr. V said hi. Hey Darlene, what's happening, mama? Jay Lizard, I'm so glad you made it to alive. Welcome, welcome.
I turned. That was me.
You turned that off?
Yeah.
Oh. Now I'm not as shiny. Woohoo. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Ken, you made it. We missed you last week.
Here we go. There's everybody saying hi. Hi there, Darlene.
I can see. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Like, I have so much crap on my glasses.
Jay Lizard's making popcorn. That sounds like a great idea.
Popcorn sounds really good.
I'm out here making popcorn.
Go make some popcorn, honey. Have fun. Kim, you're here. Yay. Yay, Bethany's here. Everybody's here. Look at that. Except Pat. Where the heck's Pat at? Pat's not here. Julia's not here. Sharon's not here. I don't know. All right, you guys. How's your week been? How's your week been? Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody, clap. Yay, I actually got a video posted this week. Yay, 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 yay. Barely. I'm as sick as crap. Well, not sick. You know when you start, like, a new medication and you, like, have to get used to, you have to get used to, like, all the side effects and everything? Oh, that's where I am. And it sucks. It's been a nightmare. A nightmare, I'm telling you. So I don't know how long I'm going to hang on tonight, guys. I'm going to try to push through it. I've been trying to push through it, trying to tell myself I don't hurt and I'm okay. And I'm not having any symptoms. I'm not having any side effects. But I am. But I am. So. He's got this set up so different that I'm so confused. Okay, you guys, so it was 80 degrees, 79 degrees last weekend, right? It was in the 60s at the beginning of the week. Today it was in the 50s, but it was nice out, right? It's supposed to snow tomorrow. You heard me. It's supposed to frickin' snow tomorrow. I'm so tired of cold and snow and crap and yuck. I'm so over it, you guys. I'm so over it. Sending positive healing energy your way. Thank you, Jay. I could definitely use it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that, honey. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm having, like, pain, like, in my lower stomach and in my lower back. I swear, when it first started, it felt like when I had back labor. I was like, now I know I'm not pregnant. So, but it was like that uncomfortable feeling. Thank you, Kim. How's Arkansas doing out there? How's y'all's weather? Aren't you guys supposed to get, wait a minute, aren't you guys supposed to get snow like tonight or something? Did I hear that right? Maybe not. Well, maybe I didn't. It's snowing right now. Ugh. Yuck. 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 I'm so over it, you guys. It's like I've said a million times. I didn't sign up for this crap. I don't live in Michigan. I don't live in Canada. I don't live in North Dakota. I don't live in the South Pole. There's a reason why. It's supposed to be cold here and rain all day tomorrow. So sorry you've been sick. Oh, thanks, Bethany. Rain all day. Ugh, but it's so much better than snow. I can handle rain. I like rain. Snow, not so much. No, not at all. Not in the least. Yeah. So you guys know, I've talked about my neighbor across the street, Karen, before. Her husband died, and so, you know, we try to help her as much as we can. Poor thing. She's a teacher, right? And she made it almost to our road, and her car, like, wouldn't go any further. So she calls me, and she's like, is your husband home? Can he come help? And so my hubby and my son went over there, and her son was there, and then her son's friend, and then some random guy who showed up, and they were so nice. They pushed her car all the way back to her house, but she had to get new brakes on last weekend, and now something's wrong with her. She's got like a transmission fluid leak. Like, really? I mean, she's just been through it. Or we can say, like Trozell likes to say, we've been going through it. Sorry.
Hey, ask your people, your friends.
What?
If it seems like, does it seem like you're too dark? 'Cause
Yes.
On my phone, it's.
Yes.
What are they saying?
You guys, did you hear hubby? He wants to know if it's too dark. See, that's so much better.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really dark, honey. Like, oh, but that other video I did during the day, though, yesterday, so it probably looked all right. Oh,
That's
now
not
I'm like
better.
really bright now. Really, really bright. Okay. So I don't really have anything to talk about, really.
What about your last one that you did? That was pretty.
Hey, Emma, what's happening, Mama? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I do. Well, I do want to talk a little bit about
Because that was heartbreaking. I mean, ugh.
what?
The last one you did, Dilly.
Oh, Harley
God,
Dilly.
that was horrible.
You guys, have you seen that video yet that I did? Mean people suck. Like, this poor kid didn't stand a chance. Like, it's another one of those cases where he had shitty ass parents that, my opinion, y'all, but they were shitty. Definitely. I mean, they had nothing positive to say about their son. Like, they're sitting there being interviewed by the police, right? And nothing positive. Like, everything was so freaking negative. Now, okay, did I watch the entire thing? No. I kind of like, you know, jumped through it because you can only take so much of hearing, like, you can only take so much of hearing, like, what these people had to say about this poor kid. You know what I mean? Like, such a cool name too. Yes, Jay, definitely had a cool name. Definitely. Let's see. It was almost 70 there yesterday, Kim. What is up with this stupid ass weather? I don't know what is going on. Very sad. Yes. Do you think he got stuck in that chimney or something was going on? Okay, so at the beginning, I thought, because I had the first stream, and I thought, okay, this poor kid, like, it was an accident, you know? I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but when I had that second dream, and I saw these kids, like, running away from the front door, like, I don't know. You know, I wonder if they had something to do with it or if they knew he was in there or something, because they're somehow connected. I just don't know how. You know, and like I said, they may not have done anything. Maybe they were just aware that he was in there, but that's doing nothing. So that is doing something. I mean, they were old enough to freaking know better. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, you cut it. Whether someone did it to him or whether it was an accident, it was just so sad. Like, I'm just, you know, I just don't, I don't understand. And then the mom saying, oh, and my son suffers from PTSD from the beatings he took from his sister. I was like, okay, let me get this straight. So you're the mom of both of these children, and you were okay with your older daughter beating the crap out of your son? Like, those parents have some serious issues. If he got down that chimney, why would he get stuck? Exactly. I realize that going up is more difficult than going down. Yeah, that's what I kept saying. Like, look, when I had the first dream, okay, he was clearly stuck. You know, and he was struggling to breathe, and it just doesn't make sense to me. None of it makes sense. You know, because my whole thing when I saw him and they're struggling, I don't know, it was just bizarre. It was like, you know, how is he not able to get down further when he got that far? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Or maybe it was not his sister that was beating him. Yeah, I don't know. That's what the mom said. The mom said after his older sister, he had PTSD from his older sister beating him. That's what she said. So I don't know. Hey, Afton, what's happening, mama? What's up? So I don't know. Y'all, I don't know. It's just so frustrating to me. You know, even if, let's just say, even if this poor child, you know, he's on the spectrum, he's autistic. So even if he was a hard kid to take, you know what I mean? Even if he had his share of issues, which I'm sure he did, all kids do, especially boys at that age, you know. So that's any kid though, you know what I mean? And it broke my heart, like how bad they were cutting this poor kid down. It's like, you know, I don't get it. First thing I thought of with the boys is they heard him screaming. That could very well be Kim. That thought crossed my mind too. That's good thinking. That's what I thought. But it's kind of like, if you find out the next day that your neighbor down the street's son is missing, you know what I mean? You would think the boys would have been like, oh, I think I heard him screaming for help. You know what I mean? Like, they're kids, you know, you can't place blame on a bunch of little kids, but yeah, I don't know. He got down with his jacket on and could not move to go up with the jacket off. Exactly, Ken. That was my whole thing. It didn't make any sense. It made 0 sense. And then how is it that his clothes were in this room, but his glasses were in that room? That doesn't make any sense. Somebody had to have been in that house at some point. Maybe he had already suffocated and maybe he was deceased. And some kids somehow got in and, you know, I don't know, moved his glasses or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. And I wish I could have some answers, you know? Yeah. It's dark, but I see you. Oh, good. It's a lot brighter now. It was really, really dark. Hubby had it like so dark in here. I was like, not good. Didn't like him and thought it was funny. Could have been, Kim. Could have been. Definitely. Vacation starts now. Yay, 9 days off. Way to go, Afton. Woo, have fun. Have fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm torn about Harley Dilly. But you know, it's just still frustrates me. Like, how do you have kids and talk about them like I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, they must have been too scared or something to say something. Yeah, yeah, that was my thing. I don't know. I don't know if they were involved. I don't know. Scared, I believe as well. Right, Afton. Nothing makes sense in that case. The police moving his clothes does not make sense. Exactly. I found that so bizarre. anyone that knows anything knows that you don't touch shit at a crime scene. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. They're disgusting parents. Exactly. Exactly. And you have to wonder, like, are they like that with their other kids? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it, you guys. I don't know. What's the point in having kids if you're just going to talk shit about them and not give a crap about them? I just don't understand. It's so frustrating. You guys, I'm so shiny. Oof, I don't know why I'm so shiny. First rule is to seal off the crime scene and not touch anything. Exactly, Ken, exactly. That none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Nothing about the story makes sense. The dad who was, you know, telling his friends that, oh, look how cool. Look at all those helicopters are up there looking for my son. You know, I don't think I saw the mom or the dad shed a tear one time. You know, other than listen to this shit. I debated whether I would talk about this on my video, and I chose not to. But the mom did this video, right? And she's like, is this what you want to see? This is me not taking my medication. Is this what you want? And she's like crying and I miss my son, you know, and just... And the award goes to Harley Dilly's mother. You guys, I really wanted to talk about it though. You know, I wasn't feeling good when I did the video yesterday, but I really wanted to talk about it, but I was like, I don't feel good. I just want to get through this. So, but it was just ridiculous, you guys. Can't see your shine, LOL. I can see it, man. It's driving me nuts, and I don't know why it's all shiny. Why my face is so shiny. Do you think our school system needs to do more to prepare kids into becoming parents? Yeah. I think, look, I think that all people, if you want to become a parent, you should have to go through some classes. You know what I mean? Like, you need to learn. You know, I mean, you could say, oh, I've been around kids my whole life. I have younger siblings. There's a difference between having your own and taking care of, you know, someone else's when you're young. You know what I mean? I really think that there should be classes, especially for these morons out there that are bad parents. Like, they definitely need it. That's for sure. My 14-year-old ADHD and ODD doesn't run the streets. I know that as a mother with a son with similar issues. There you go. That was the other thing when the dad was like, you know, he's being interviewed by the police about the missing persons report, and he's like, yeah, no, it was the mom, I'm sorry. Yeah, he goes to his friends all the time, and he just kind of disappears. But he's always home by 11 on Saturday to take a shower, because he has this thing where he has to take showers several times a day. No, the dad did say, he said, well, I've never called the police or come to the police before when he's been missing. But, it's the length of time this time. And I'm thinking, your wife was just interviewed saying that your son disappears, you know, and hell, she locks him outside the house. Like, yeah. Ugh. Agreed. Thank you, Candy. The school tried to tell me Grant had ODD. Doctor said no. You know what, Kim? So when my niece was younger, her mom was like, oh yeah, she has this and she has this and she's horrible and she does this and she does that. And it's like, what? Because when she would come over to our house, she was nothing like what was being said about her, right? Now, did she have typical kid problems? Yeah, she was a kid, like, you know. And that's kind of what I thought of when, you know, when the mom was like, oh yeah, did she say he had ODD? Or I don't know, but it was just, that's what I thought of was my niece. And she was the furthest thing from anybody that had ODD, for God's sake. Like, you know, it just frustrated me. And a lot of times I think that whether it be, you know, the counselors or the teachers, you know, they want to put a label on that kid because they're like, oh, let me get that kid labeled. So if he gives me a problem in class, then I can, you know, you write the report, whatever the hell, I can't remember the name of it. And then you can put him into a special class. And unfortunately, I think a lot of times that's what they do. You know, and it's not their fault. It's not the teacher's fault. It's not, you know, it's just the kids not being seen by the right people and the parents making sure, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that in your case, Kim. I'm just saying in a lot of these cases, I think that's a lot of it. The parents are too damn lazy and they're not taking their kids for help, you know? School's not qualified to diagnose the pupils, right? And they did the same thing with my daughter. And I can so relate to that. You know, they called and said, oh, we think we know what's wrong with her. Well, meanwhile, she was smart as a whip. There was nothing wrong with her. It was our youngest son that was struggling that, you know, needed an evaluation, you know. So it was like, they have no clue. I know I worked in schools with severe needs kids. Okay, so you know, yeah. And with ODD, yep. ODD is really hard to deal with, yeah. But, you know, when people say, I think when my niece was little, they were coming out saying a lot of kids had ODD at that point. And it's almost like, and this isn't funny by any means or anything, but, excuse me, it's like doctors get stuck on something and then they tend to like say everybody has it, right? Like, you know, for a lot of years it was ODD and ADHD and ADD and then now, unfortunately, it seems like everybody you know of has a child with autism. You know what I mean? Like, and I hope that these kids legitimately have these illnesses so they can be, you know, helped the way they need to get help, you know. But I think too many times these doctors, they just throw around diagnoses because they don't know what's wrong. So they're like, oh, well, let's just put this label on this kid, you know. And it's just so frustrating. So look, I get it. Like, I get it. I had many days when I would sit there and cry, right? When I would try to help my daughter with her homework. This was when she was little. And she just, it's like nothing was clicking with her. And she would get frustrated. I would get frustrated. And we both end up crying, you know? And then we finally figured out what it was. She had ADD. She was diagnosed with ADD. And the doctor put her on medication, which we went along with. And then she stopped eating, you know? And she was in 5th grade, I think. And she just stopped eating. And she wouldn't eat. And I called the doctor's office and I was like, I'm stopping her medication right now. Like, I don't like what I'm seeing. She's refusing to eat. She's not hungry. You know, I'm like, I don't want her to go from having ADHD or ADD to being anorexic. You know what I mean? So I took her off of it. I was like, enough's enough. I'm not, you know, and we learned how to deal with it differently. She got into counseling and they taught me as a parent how to deal with her, you know? So with my younger son, I could say, when he walks in the door, I could say, go put your backpack in your room, go put your shoes in your bedroom, you know, get your homework out of your bag and come down and I'll make you a snack. With her, I had to say, hi, honey, give her a hug. Okay, I need you to go put your backpack in your room for me. And then she'd go do that and then she'd come back and I say, okay, take your shoes off and go put your shoes up there. You know, it was like, we had to learn how to deal with her and it made life so much easier for all of us. So, yeah, you know. All right, you guys, let me get caught up. Hold on. Oh my God, my back. Jeez. Different atmosphere, a child would react differently. Yes. Hey, Cynthia, what's happening? I'm afraid of the qualifications of social workers. Some seem great, but others just think of it as a better paying job at McDonald's. That's true. That's true. You know, I had this guy for years as a client, right? And he was a social worker. And and something happened at his job and he couldn't be a social worker anymore. But he never told me what happened and I wasn't able to see for myself what happened. And then he became a teacher. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. So you have so many issues that you can't be a social worker, but you can be a teacher, right? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Anything to get the kids medicated, right, Kim? And that's how it was when our daughter was little. That's how it was. It seemed like they were just pushing me. I finally gave in. My husband and I said okay to the medication, and then, like I said, she wouldn't eat anything. And I'd say, you've got to be hungry, honey. You haven't eaten anything. No, Mommy, I'm not hungry. Like, she just was not hungry. They do, you're right. Yep, that's one of the reasons we allowed our child to stop taking Adderall. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. That's what our daughter was on, and she was on Ritalin. She was on Ritalin, I think was what it was. Hey, Tammy, what's happening? My nephew is still screwed up from Ritalin. Really? Wow, Kim. I believe it. Like, and unfortunately, I think the kids now, they abuse it, They get high taking it, some of them. Not the kids I'm just saying kids in general, It's scary. A good teacher is a social worker. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know about this guy, but it just didn't make any sense to me. Like, because, he didn't see it coming, apparently. And, they called him into the office, and they were like, we're sorry, we're going to have to let you go. And we're going to have a police officer escort you to your office to get your things and leave. So then he becomes a teacher, and I was like, yeah. Because I was worried, what was so horrible that came up that they fired him? And he became a teacher. I'm like, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. Okay, you guys, I was saying last week that something with Putin doesn't look right to me. I think I talked about that last week. When I see him, for example, I saw him when, to look at him on the screen, when him and Trump got together a couple years ago, he's a totally different person now when I look at him on TV. And who said that? I wish I could remember. Said that, somebody said that he has clones or something, which, I know a lot of dictators have that shit. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Hello, I just discovered your channel a week ago and I love it. Thank you for all that you do. Hey, Shells, welcome. Glad you're here. Did anyone see that Smollett got 150 days in prison for all that made up nonsense? It's not a sentence, really. He should have got 5 years. What a crock. That is definitely a crock. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story. So I am friends with this girl, not mentioning her name. She was in a reality TV show. She and I got really close, and so anyway, sorry you guys, I'm so distracted. So she and I got really close. Well, so when all this stuff happened with Jussie Smollett, I called her on the phone and I said, hey, I heard what happened. Now, okay, I guess I didn't explain that part. This girl who was on the reality TV show works as, she works for a PR firm, or not a PR firm, what am I trying to say? She works for a firm where they hire actors and actresses, okay? And she oversees, I don't know, when they do their skits or whatever. I don't know. So it came out on the news that this had happened. So I wrote to her and I said, you're friends with Jussie, aren't you? I'm so sorry to hear about what happened. That's horrible. And she was she said, nobody here believes a damn thing that he's saying. She's like, I don't think it's real. She's like, I think he's full of shit. She's like, I don't think that happened. And I said, really? Well, so I thought they were friends, okay? But apparently they're not. And apparently a lot of these people that worked on this show with him thought that he was full of shit from the very beginning. And so fast forward when it came out that, it was bullshit. I talked to my friend and she was like, he's just such a loser. She's like, she's like, we all knew. She's like, we all knew that he was full of crap and that, nothing happened. And I was like, wow. So, his attorney tried to come off like he's very well respected in the industry. Why would he fake this? He made all this money. He was a high paid actor. Well, the truth is, he wasn't going to have a show to do anymore because the season was almost done and that was it. And he didn't have any jobs lined up. It was all bullshit. He tried to do it to boost his career and he's a dumbass. So yeah, so when all that happened, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. 150 days, that's freaking nothing. And his moronic little bullshit that he can't, look, what does this tell you? He's a horrible actor. Did you see him trying to act in court? He sucks. He is not a good actor. But I saw that and I was like, you've got to freaking be kidding me. What a bunch of freaking morons. Ugh. Hi everyone, how are you guys tonight? Hey Lori, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. I forgot to say you earlier. I was trying to figure out who was missing and I forgot to say your name. There was a bunch of people I forgot to say. Don't take it personally. He should at least pay for all the police investigation, all the trouble you created. Right? Right, Cynthia? He should have had to have paid so freaking much more. There were so many people involved in that case. Like, oof. Oh, he does have to pay for the investigation. Okay, good. Good. Maybe they'll take all of his savings that he has. The cost of the investigation, the court case, and not forgetting the negativity against race when we're all trying to put racist crap behind us, right? Right, Ken? I hear you. He has to pay like $120,000 though. I hope he has fun making 10 cents a week in jail for that 150 days. He'll do like, then he doesn't even have to do the full 150 days. That's what I was thinking. I said that to my husband. I was like, does he even have to do the full? Because usually they say do like 1/3. 60 days, my butt. Yeah, I can't take him either, Lori. It's, anybody that pulls that fake bullshit, man, just pisses me off. Yeah, he's not going to be able to find a job. But who knows? Come on, you know how it happens nowadays. You just don't know. Sometimes people get canceled and they never get another job. And sometimes the a-holes actually get jobs, If he had just admitted it right at the beginning, he'd be so much better. Exactly, right, Lori? Right? That's what I said. I'm like, okay, if you did this thinking it was going to help your career, you're a dumbass. But okay, we'll forgive you, right? What is up with my face today? Sorry, you guys. But don't sit there and continue. And then he said, oh, no, those two guys, didn't he say they were his trainers or something? Oh, no, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't even remember, you guys. But all I know is it was just bullshit, like complete bullshit. He was probably encouraged to do it, some political agenda. You know what, 10-9? He may have even, his manager or whatever may have told him. You know what I mean? Who knows? Some of these slime balls, and it's crazy. That is sick to fake something. Isn't there someone who faked their abduction who is on the run now? Some woman. You know what? Somebody was telling me last weekend. Yeah, about somebody, she faked her. Somebody actually sent me the information. I cannot think of her name for some reason. Yeah, Sherry Papini. Thank you, Lori. Yeah. There were 2 people from Romania, I think, who worked with him on set. Really? Wow. Crazy. Yeah, Sherry Papini. Like, I had never even heard of her until last weekend when y'all were telling me about her. I was like, who? What? I know what you meant, Lori. I know what you meant. I don't think I said it, but I know what you meant. At least choose someone that you are not connected with, right? What a dumb shit. I'm glad he got caught, though, to be honest, because, it's hard enough. We have enough issues with race relations here in this country and even in other countries. We have enough issues. Like, we don't need people bullshitting, and bringing up more issues. Neither had I heard of her. Yeah, Yeah, I had never heard of her. Didn't know anything about her. And it's funny because I got, after last Friday Night Live, I was inundated with messages about her. And I was like, I don't remember her. You guys, I hope Dark Rose comes back. I'm so sad that she's gone. Let's see. That woman in California faked her abduction, even branded herself. She was charged too. Thank you, Cynthia, for the info. I didn't even know that. She branded herself? What in the hell is wrong with this woman? That Murdaugh guy chose a client convict to shoot him in the head. That failed too. I remember that. I remember when people told me about that. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Freaking idiot. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, supposed to get snow all day tomorrow. I'm so freaking sad. I have my entire dining room is covered in little seedlings, and they've come up, a lot of them. I need my dining room back, and I can't do anything until I can plant the shit outside when it's nice out, but it's supposed to frickin' snow tomorrow. What the hell? What do you want?
Hi.
Hi, what do you want?
I was kind of curious about everybody if they saw your very first video when you discovered that you had your, you first discovered your...
Are you talking about the Joey?
Yeah.
Honey, that was years ago.
I know. I'm just curious to see how many people have actually seen that video, because that one was awesome too.
He's talking about a video that I did like back in
2006.
2006. And I want to redo that video. I want to redo it. I think I'm probably going to redo it. But that's what he's talking about. Oh yeah, I recall she cut off her hair. She cut off her hair? What the hell is wrong with this lady? I miss Dark Rose too. I hope everything is well with her. Cynthia. She's good. I actually need to shoot her a message, but I think she's doing good. Yeah, I was thinking about Dark Rose again too. Sherry was with an ex-boyfriend and didn't want to admit it to her current boyfriend. Are you freaking kidding me? She did all this shit because of some damn boyfriend? Oh my God. Snow here too. It had all melted and we thought we were in the clear for the season. I know, 10-9, right? I was telling everybody earlier, it was 80 degrees last weekend. Was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last weekend. It was 80 degrees. Today it was up in the 50s. Yesterday I think it was in the 60s. And now snow tomorrow. Are you kidding me? We got snow here in New Mexico this morning. It was lovely. Oh, nice, nice. I should ask my friend Shelly. She lives in New Mexico. So, yeah. I don't really have anything on my list to talk about, you guys. Excuse me. I didn't plan too much because I just have not been feeling great. And I'm just really concerned that I'm going to continue to have these side effects, you know, these issues that are horrible and that are painful that I don't want to have to freaking deal with. Sherry has a husband. She beat herself up and starved herself. Are you serious? Oh my God. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people. I don't know, you guys. You know, after you see time and time again, excuse me. You know, after time and time again, you see these stupid, moronic people. You just really start to lose faith in the human race, you know? People get found out. It's as simple as that. Trying to fake something to get attention or reporting a fake crime, it will all come out in the end. Exactly, Ken, exactly. Hey, Chris, what's happening? Hello from Raleigh, big fan. What's my legal issues looking like with my DUI? Thanks and enjoy your channel. Thanks, Chris, but I'm not doing readings tonight. Sorry. Sorry. I come on here to chill. I don't like to do readings. I do private readings, yes. Do you have a link I can donate to? Yes, I have a PayPal. I have PayPal. I don't even know what the frickin' PayPal information is. I'd have to look it up. If you email me, victoriapaxton.psychic@gmail.com, I can send you the information about the readings and all that. She does sound like she's nuts, doesn't she, Ken? That lady, why would you... that just blows my mind. That a human being could do that. Like, the ex looks very opposite of current guy. Ex looks Hispanic, which is who Sherry blamed for kidnapping her. Jeez Louise. Stupid ass people. Do you think the Trezels will tell where the boys are buried? I don't see Trezel saying anything, you know. I mean, for a while I thought that, oh my God, I just went blank. I can't remember her damn name. Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Yeah, for a while I thought maybe Jacqueline would come around, but I don't know. Now I don't know. I'm going to email you. Okay, Kim, good. Email me. I'll be looking forward to it. Hi, Chris. Psychic, if you drove drunk, then you don't need a psychic to tell you you're in trouble. Good job, Ken. Good job. Ken, you're funny. Yes, why aren't you monetized or have Super Chat? I am monetized now. I don't know why Super Chat doesn't come up. I don't know. I'll have to ask my husband. I have no freaking clue. I am monetized now, finally, after... there was some kind of issue, and then YouTube figured it out, and now I'm monetized again. I don't know, y'all. Hey, Julia, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. No, Trezel, you mean Trezel, right? Trezel will not give up, but if his wife gets a deal, she might. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah. And I'm not saying that from a psychic perspective, because in actuality, psychically, I don't know that I ever see them telling. Not willingly, anyway. They're not going to willingly tell. How about that? Yeah. But, you know, if it's true, I saw AV Watchman, United We Stand, Steve. Like I said, I don't watch him that often. I used to watch him, and then his channel started going through so much drama and bullshit with other people, like with outside people, that I was like, I just kind of stopped watching. Sorry guys, sorry. Sorry guys. I'm getting somebody trying to come through, and I'm trying to figure out what they want. I live about an hour away from Abigail in Germany. Oh, in Indiana. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's such a sad case. Are you going to do a Patreon on here? I don't know. You know, I was thinking maybe I would, and then do like maybe some more detailed readings and stuff, but I don't know. I got to figure it out. You know? I mean, I think I would like to do that. I think that would be cool if I did that, did like a membership thing. Yeah. Send me an email, Shells. I'll be waiting on it. Now, you guys, if you send me an email and I don't reply tonight, and I reply later in the weekend, I feel like crap. So I may not check my emails tonight. But I'll try to remember to. Who's cooking though? Through? You mean who's coming through, right? Duh. Sorry. Oh, it does say who's cooking through. That's funny. No, I have a guy trying to come through, and you know, that's when I get distracted. A lot of times that happens. Yeah, but I'm trying to like figure out what he wants and who he is and who he's here for, and he's not being very forthright. How about that? Are you going to write a book? You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Everybody writes a book. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel that I have had a pretty different lifestyle thanks to my parents, with my parents both having polio, and, you know, they weren't supposed to have kids and they were never supposed to be able to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I think that aspect of my life might be cool to read about, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, who in the hell would want to read about my life? You know, I mean, I get it with connecting with people in the psychic end of it, but you just come on YouTube and watch my video. You know? Stopped watching AB. Me too. LOL, spell check. Patreon. Yeah, I knew what you meant. AV, his name's Steve, and he lives in California. And he's been searching for Orrin and Orson. Like, every day he goes and tries to, you know, find them or find clues, and he interviews people. You know, he's done a lot. He has done a lot. Tell him I said hey. Hi. Does he speak English? I don't know. I'm trying to get him to speak. I don't know. No, it's not Grant for sure, Kim. It's definitely not him. I would know him. If I saw him, I would know. I didn't get around to planting yet. I have so much stuff planted, you guys, but I have no freaking dining room because I have so many plants everywhere. And my cat, she got into one plant. Thank goodness she stayed out. I think she's pretty good for a cat. She's really good at listening to me. You know what I mean? Like, I told her, I was like, no, Ella, we had a talk. Ella, maybe we had a discussion. You're not supposed to get in this dirt. But the one that she dug up is actually sprouting already. So I was like, well, okay then. AV Watchman on YouTube. He's been very active in looking for the boys that disappeared in California. Yep. Yeah. Yes, my mom had polio as a child. You couldn't meet a more energetic person. She puts me to shame. That's how my parents were. Mom and Daddy had both had really severe cases. Mom had been through 20-some surgeries by the time she was 14. Daddy was paralyzed from his waist down. So he literally walked. He had braces on his legs, but he literally walked from his upper body strength. And let me tell you something. He went outside and shoveled. We'd get mad at him and yell at him, but he would go out there and shovel the snow and then move his crutches and throw it. Yeah. And I pissed him off because I wasn't mowing the grass right. And so he came out there and grabbed the lawnmower away from me to show me how to do it right. You know, so they had really extreme cases. They weren't supposed to ever be able to do anything, you know, but they did. And they were awesome people. So, okay. You've been through a lot, more than just psychic stuff. I'd read it. I like memoirs. Oh, cool. Thank you, 10-9. Sorry, darling. I didn't know about your parents. I had a tough childhood, too. I think it's partial reason I'm psychic. Very true, Lori. But you know what, though? Please don't think that I had a good childhood. I had amazing parents. My parents were so strong and so amazing, you know, and when I found out I had all the brain issues, you know, and I ended up going through the 9 brain surgeries and all that, like, anytime I wanted to just give up, I thought of my mom and dad, and I'm like, I can't give up. Hell, they didn't give up. Like, look at the life they had that they were handed, and look how great they've done, you know? So I had amazing parents, so I was very, very fortunate. How has your medication been? Okay, so I haven't seen anything for the positive from it yet, but it's still new. But it's just the side effects. Ugh, it's killing me. I mean, I'm having like physical pain from it, and I'm telling you, when I first started having the pain, it felt just like when I started having back labor when I was pregnant. That's what my lower back felt like. So frustrating. And then on top of it, now I have a UTI to deal with. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. So it's been a nightmare. I thought your stories were great, really funny, especially when you had some of the Malibu slap in the face stuff when you did the wrong measurements and made 9 parts of Malibu, 1 part beach. Yeah. We should do that one night. We should have one night where we all make a drink and sit and drink together. That would be fun. let's see. I got my tent screen in my room and camping, cook pot stove. I'm doing camping this summer. Nice, Darlene, nice. I want to go. I want to go camping. I want to go camping. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Okay, so I have a sister that's 8 years older than me, and I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me. That's a big old space. In fact, when my mom found out she was pregnant with my little brother, she was like, oh my God, you know, because she was older, and she was like, I'm done. She's like, I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I have an 18-year-old daughter. I'm done. I'm freaking done. So, yeah. So that was a big old surprise. But I couldn't imagine life without my little brother. And then I have, okay. So we call her like our adopted sister. Her mom literally, she left for school one day and she came home and the apartment was completely empty. Her mom had taken everything and moved and left her. And she was in like 10th grade. So she ended up moving in with us. And she was basically raised as like my sister, you know? Yeah. Doesn't sound like he was in one of those polio tanks though for the lungs. So that's good. There's one guy that's still living in one like 50 years. So horrible. But he has like 2 or 3 PhDs. Wow. Yeah, no, my dad was very fortunate. So my dad had... his whole body was deformed. He had a big hump right here in his neck, and then his stomach and everything on his insides was in the wrong place because of the polio. So it was amazing that my dad even lived. But now he ultimately died from lung cancer. And the sad reality is, I had called my mom because she was living in Indiana. I was on the East Coast. And I called her and I said, Mom, Daddy's dying. This is serious. He's going to die. And she went off on me. She went off. No, he's not. He just has a sore back. And I'm like, no, Mom, this is serious. He doesn't just have a sore back. And as it turns out, this stupid ass country hick doctor went in. He said, oh, I know why your husband's in so much pain. I can fix him. My dad had never had pain in his life, right? Well, he did, but he pushed through. Okay, my dad pushed through everything. My dad would physically fall and like tear himself up, and he was at work. He never took a freaking day off, I'm telling you. When he retired, he had months worth of sick leave and vacation time because he never took off. And these people would call and say, oh, the snow, I can't come into work. Meanwhile, my dad, who has braces on his legs and crutches, is at work. And he had, you know, an hour commute and he's there, but they couldn't make it and they live around the corner type of thing. But anyway, so, sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. My sister-in-law has 2 kids, 15 years apart to the day. Wow, Kim, that's crazy. What age did your mom have her last kid? Let me see. I think my mom was like 40 something, which in itself, or no, maybe she was, let's see. Shit, I don't know. I think she was up in her 40s. I think she was in her 40s when she had my little brother. I think she was in her 40s. I'm trying to figure it out, you guys. Sorry. I got somebody trying to come through, but he's not wanting to talk. Yes, her mother left her. Can you believe that, Ken? She literally took all of her clothing, everything, her whole life. She took her whole life and moved. And so she comes home and there's nothing there, you know? Oh, well, I know my grandpa had polio. I never lived, but didn't know the extent of what polio entails. You know, post-polio syndrome, sadly, is what ultimately ends up taking most people with polio's lives, like my mom. And, you know, my dad's was, so they said, the doctor said, we know exactly what's wrong with your husband's back. We're going to put him in for surgery. They tell my mom this. So they put him in surgery and they cut a nerve in his back. And they said, that's the problem. That wasn't the problem. And what ultimately happened was when they opened him up to cut that, air hit the cancer and the cancer spread and ate up his entire spinal cord. He fell one day and could never get back up. And He was dead 11 days later. It killed him so quickly. But, you know, he had post-polio syndrome. So did my mom. There's no doubt in my mind. I know they both did. You know, and they had a lot of extenuating medical issues. You know, and my sister and I, we have a lot of medical issues. We do. Does that have to do with the polio? Possibly. My brother, knock on wood, he's so fortunate. He's been healthy, hasn't had to worry about anything. And I pray that continues because my sister and I, we've been through it. We've been through it. Aw, thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, she was a good girl. I wish she and I were still in touch. I really do. I don't know. A good friend of mine got kicked out at 14 because her mom caught her boyfriend rolling in my friend's dirty clothes. Instead of caring about her daughter, she kicked her out. She stayed with us for a year. Wow. Thank goodness y'all took her in. Good Lord. Wow. Oh, wow. I know my grandpa had polio and uneven legs, but not exacted. But it fascinates me that you have someone there with you. Bless him for trying. Yeah, he's just not... He's not one to come through for some reason. He's coming through, but he's not wanting to really say anything. Oh, thanks, Afton. Thank you, honey. That was terrible. I'm sorry your dad went through all that. Yeah, you know, it's life. It's life. Thanks, Ken. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Hi. Amy. Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? So, yeah, I mean, that aspect of my life maybe, but you just come watch my YouTube videos. I'm always running my mouth about something. Guys, my lower back is killing me. Ugh. I do not like this. I'm just so worried that this frickin' ass medication, like, I'm sure I'll be fine in another day or two, but it's just so frustrating trying to figure all this out. The mom stayed with that guy a couple years. Ugh, jeez. What is wrong with people? It's ridiculous. People are so stupid. You start to, like, lose faith, you know, after so much. Tell the spirit to speak quickly because you're busy. Exactly. I know. You guys can't see my hand, but I'm sitting... I don't know what it is, but there's something about when a spirit comes through, there's something with my hands. In fact, I didn't even really realize that I did it until, do you guys remember Keto Ginger Amanda on YouTube? I did a reading for her. We're friends, you know. Anyway, I never even noticed it. She said one day, she's like, she asked me, I don't know, like, do your hands hurt or what is it with your hands? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I went back and looked at this particular video that she was talking about, and I was like, oh my God, I do that, don't I? Like, I didn't even know I did it, but apparently I do. No, now I know, and I try not to, but I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like, it's almost like a comfort type thing for me. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it is almost like comforting to me when I have a spirit coming through, and I think that's why I do it. I don't know, hell. How long have you been taking the new meds? Let's see. I started last Sunday. So yeah. Excuse me, it'll be a week on Sunday, so it's not even been a week, but just the freaking side effects, man. You know, and then she's asking me, like, do you have this? Because if you have this, then you have to stop taking it. And I'm like, no, I don't have that, you know? So, I don't know. I'm sorry you're suffering right now. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. We watch your videos and find them so interesting. I really enjoy the Friday Night Live. Aw, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. It really does. So many crappy parents out there. I would do anything to be around. Right? Right, Kim? I couldn't agree more. Like, yeah. It's so sad. The people that want to spend time with their kids can't. But yeah, like, I get it. Saturn is a planet which would have to do with back pain. You might want to look where Saturn is in your chart. You know what? I say this all the time. I'm a bad psychic, y'all. I don't know anything about, like, astrology or any of that. I know a little. Like, nothing. I mean, I do have back pain on the pretty regular basis, but it's not what I'm having now. What I'm having now is just from the medicine. It's just driving me nuts. Aw, thanks, Cynthia. Week is long enough to get used to them. Hello, little Norwegian. How are you, girlfriend? Thank you for stopping in. I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. The more I think about it, see, it just sucks. Like, if I think about it, then the pain, you know what I mean? Like, if you narrow in on the pain, then it's like it's worse, right? It's driving me nuts. My hair looks like shit. I dyed my hair, but I need to get it, like, I need to get it redone. My sister-in-law needs to redo it for me. It looks horrible. That's the other thing, you guys. I have not been able to drink enough. Like, yeah. It's been horrible. Okay, sounds good, Norwegian. You take care. So glad you came in. Thank you. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. I know it's like really early, but I'm like in a lot of pain and I'm just over it at this point. Yeah, I am suffering. It's... Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just need to go and stretch out my back and try to feel better. Aw, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. I don't feel like I look amazing. I feel like I look like shit the way I feel. But we're women, right? And we push through and make it appear that everything's all good, even when it's not. Especially when it's not. Don't sit too long tonight. We all understand if you need to get up or away early. That's what I was thinking. You rest up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you so much. You have no idea. You guys have an amazing week. Yeah. And I guess I'll talk to you next week, guys. Have a good one. All right, you guys. I'm going to try to get off here. Take care, guys.